Hey everyone, Dr. Charlie Johnson, physical therapist. I created this video to talk about running, okay? So why talk about running? If you see behind me, it's pretty cruddy out. So it's a lot of ice and snow we had last night. Not a lot, but icy enough, right, to make things pretty slippery. So if you're watching this and you're a runner, this is actually not the perfect time to go for a run, okay, although you might like that, but it's a perfect time to strength train, okay? So if you're watching this and you're a runner and you're not strength training, okay, then you're likely setting yourself up for injury, all right? So one of the things that we see is that people who love running but do no strength training on the side often get injured, okay? And it's because when you run, you actually put 2.5 times body weight force through your legs, okay, or your limbs when you run, right? So you can imagine, if you think about it, when you're running, you're basically always on you're never on 2 feet at one time, right? So you're always kind of landing on one, landing on the other, basically like you're hopping really quickly, right? So imagine, okay, putting a weight on your back that was 2.5 times, 2.5 times your body weight, and standing on one leg and doing that thousands of times over as you run, okay? If you couldn't do it standing still, or you can't stand on one leg, then it's really hard to go running, okay? So there are a couple things that we should talk about. So right now, when the weather's getting a little cold, if you're in the Northeast, if you're in sunny Southern California where I used to live, good for you. But point being is that you really need to be doing some strength training if you're a runner and you're passionate about it and you want to stay injury-free. So the first phase of strengthening, though, is not actually strengthening per se. I guess you could call it that, but it's more like activation phase, okay? So as we run, some of the force, yes, peaks when we hit our ground, or when we hit the ground with our heel, but also as we're kind of rolling over and our foot is flat. So when we're standing on one leg, okay, during the running cycle, this is where the hip muscles really have to be able to stabilize the pelvis, and this is where a lot of people run into problems. So maybe you have achy knees, sore hips, your lower back's bothering you. I'm going to show you 2 exercises that you can do anywhere with just a belt, okay, and a wall to kind of help turn on those hip muscles, right? Because you can strengthen your hip muscles all day, but if you're not feeling it in the right place, you're not going to be getting any stronger, okay? So first step, turn the muscles on. Here's like 2 or 3 simple exercises you can do at home to get started, okay? Okay, so for the first exercise, okay, you can just use a belt at home, all right? And this is like a fancy belt, but you could probably just use a belt that goes around your waist. So you're gonna take it and kind of loop it so it's about yay wide. Notice like I can kind of put my my hands through it like that. You're just gonna put it around your legs, okay? And put it just above your knees, all right? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay on your side. You can do this on both sides, okay? Just pick a side, all right? And what you're gonna do is my feet are together, okay, and they're on the ground, all right? My knees are bent up a little bit in front of my body, okay? And I'm not rolling backwards, all right? I'm very much rolled over like directly on my side, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put tension out on the belt, okay? So basically like you're trying to pull the belt apart, okay? And you're just gonna hold that, okay? What you're gonna do, you can tell I'm shaking already, right? Is you're gonna try to hold that for 1 minute, okay? You're gonna do like, say 2 sets of 1-minute holds on either side. And what you're going for is you're going for like an intense kind of burn in the buttock, okay, of the upper leg, all right? Okay, for the next one, again, do this on both sides. I'm gonna lay on this side. I'm gonna do it on the table. What I would say is lay yourself about like 8 inches in front of a wall, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay completely on your side, okay? The bottom leg is bent for stability, so you're not rolling. And again, I'm not rolling backwards. The common thing, people do this in the gym. You wanna stay really rolled over. Toe is kind of straight forward to a little bit up, and you're gonna contact the wall with your heel and just kind of hold it there, okay? And you'll feel a pretty good squeeze up in the bottom. Again, you're going for 2 to 3 1-minute holds on either side, okay? Okay, so the last one is more like balance retraining, okay? So disclaimer, okay? If you can't stand on one leg, then you're not ready for this exercise, okay? So you can't stand on one leg and kind of just balance there. Notice how I'm kind of from the side hinging my hips back, okay? If you can't get the hip hinge idea, you could just stand, again, just a few inches in front of the wall and then just tap your butt on the wall. That'll teach you how to properly hip hinge. If you can't stand and just do that, then don't try this, okay? But the third and final exercise for most people who can stand on the one leg is you're just going to stand on the one leg, kind of reach down, okay? okay? And then up into like, almost like a runner stance. Again, this would be like you standing on the one leg as you're running or sprinting, okay? So down, up. And it's a lot of balance as you go up and you kind of stand here. You just want to squeeze that buttock that you're standing on. Opposite arm reaching up into a runner's pose. That's what we'll call it, okay? So runner's pose, try it out. I don't know, just like a 3-5 second pause to keep your balance at the top, and then just repeat, okay? So maybe try it for a minute or so, just get a good burn as you're doing it, all right?